Thank you indeed, Senator Siri Carney. Senator Jerry Buttimer, please.
Can I begin by praising Minister David Stanton for his work prior to Minister Brown taking office. Deputy Stanton has done Trojan work. Cathaoirleach and members, this is an issue that we must grasp. It is the generational issue of our time. And we have an obligation and a duty. And if we're waiting on the jungle that is the gambling industry, then we might as well forget about it. The OK Corral Minister has got to shut down, and we have to do it. And there must be a social responsibility imported on the gambling industry, on the betting shops and the gambling industry per se. But it's not just about gambling. It's about the whole issue of loot boxes as well. And I want to commend a good friend of mine, Owen Barry, who's done a lot of work with me, Cathaoirleach and Minister, around the issue of loot boxes with young people. And it is the modern form of gambling for young people as well. And Senator Castles is right. Young people are on this gadget morning, noon and night. And we might hear the sound of a beep, but that beep could be something sinister and insidious, spending money, their parents' money as well. We need gambling reform. It's absolutely necessary. Regulator is a prerequisite. We must also regulate in-game purchases of loot boxes, and that should be done immediately as a matter of priority. We're behind Europe on this. We hide behind FIFA, Foot-Right, 2 games. It's about capturing young people and their experiences beginning at a very early formative age. And it's an insidious form of gambling. And we have an obligation and duty to work to ensure that we change and reform behaviour for a generation. Otherwise, we're going to pay a huge social cost. I'm disappointed, Cathaoirleach, with Senator Higgins' remarks regarding horse racing and greyhound industry. This is a very important industry to our country. There are hundreds of thousands of jobs being described here, and it's unfair to masquerade the men and women who work in our horse racing and greyhound industry in the way it was done here today. Very unfair. Some of the people were waving flags last Saturday week for racial blackmail are coming in here today criticising our horse racing industry. I'm not taking a point of order. I'm entitled to make my point. I'm referring to her contribution. And by the same token, Cathaoirleach, our horse racing industry, our thoroughbred breeding industry is worth jobs and money. The Sinn Féin party has changed their position on the Horse and Greyhound Fund.
Do you think it's right? No, Senator.
So
Louise,
the point I'm concluding in. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways now.
All right, Senator.
The gambling. I conclude in this because it's important, and we have unanimity on the fundamental point, which is that gambling reform is necessary, and I support the Minister's endeavours in that.
Thank you indeed, Senator Buttimer.